عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وحاجه قومه قال أتحاجوني في الله وقد هدان ولا أخاف ما تشركون به إلا أن يشاء ربي شيئا وسع ربي كل شيء علما أفلا تتذكرون وكيف أخاف ما أشركتم ولا تخافون أنكم أشركتم بالله ما لم ينزل به عليكم سلطانا فأي الفريقين أحق بالأمن إن كنتم تعلمون الذين آمنوا ولم يلبسوا إيمانهم بظلم أولئك لهم الأمن وهم مهتدون وتلك حجتنا آتيناها إبراهيم على قومه نرفع درجات من نشاء إن ربك حكيم عليم صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Surah Al-An'am, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us about the argument that the Sayyidina Ibrahim ala Nabiyina alayhi salatu wassalam and the mushrikeen of his time, which were basically his family as well, they had. And then when he proved to them, so there were two things that they were doing. One was associating partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those partners were stars and the things of the sky. And then they were also associating partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in terms of their own creations, idols and statues. So Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam assumed a very stern tone, used a very stern tone of denying the uluhiyat or the worthiness of being worshipped of the idols, because it was something that was very obvious to everyone. About the things of the sky, it was not very obvious to those people, so he used logic and intellect to explain to them and prove to them that these things are following the command of someone else and following the program and design of something else, and they are not permanent. So from this, ulama have written that anybody who is telling somebody about a good thing or calling them towards good, it's not for them to be blunt or to not use any logic and just say the right thing the way they feel like saying, but they should think about it and they should plan it and they should use intellect and see that the person, their audience, how they are going to take it and what is the status, what is the situation of their audience, and then devise the best way, come up with the best plan so that they become convinced about the right thing. Then when Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam proved it to them, they still وَحَاجَّهُ قَوْمُهُ, his people, the nation, they started to argue with him. His people started to argue with him. قَالَ, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam said, أَتُحَاجُّونِّي فِي اللَّهِ وَقَدْ هَدَانِ, do you argue with me about Allah while He has already led me to the right path, as I have proven to you? وَلَا أَخَافُ مَا تُشْرِكُونَ بِهِ. And what they did was that they said that if you don't believe in these things, these idols and the stars, they are going to harm you. So he said that, how could you scare me? I do not fear that which you associate with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إِلَّا أَن يَشَاءَ رَبِّي شَيْئًا, they cannot do anything to me except that which Allah, my Lord, has already willed. وَسِعَ رَبِّي كُلَّ شَيْءٍ عِلْمًا, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has encompassed everything with His knowledge. أَفَلَا تَتَذَكَّرُونَ, why would you not then take no lesson or no heed? Why do you not understand? وَكَيْفَ أَخَافُ مَا أَشْرَكْتُمْ, and he said that how can I fear that which you associate as partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَلَا تَخَافُونَ أَنَّكُمْ أَشْرَكْتُمْ بِاللَّهِ مَا لَمْ يُنَزِّلْ بِهِ, while you do not. So you are telling me that I should be scared, I should be afraid, while you are not afraid. The thing that you are doing is associating partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and taking as ilah not just the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but also the creation of your own hands, these idols and statues that have no ilm, while Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has perfect knowledge surrounding everything and perfect authority, and they have neither knowledge nor authority, and you are not afraid. You, when I have proven it to you that these people can't do anything, these things cannot do anything to you, and you still are associating them as partners of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are not afraid, and you are trying to make me afraid. مَا لَمْ يُنَزِّلْ بِهِ عَلَيْكُمْ سُلْطَانًا. These things are such that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not sent down any authority to you, that you also make these as partners of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَأَيُّ الْفَرِيقَيْنِ أَحَقُّ بِالْأَمْنِ. And so now, which of the two parties, me or you, have the more right bil-amn? Amn is, the meaning of amn here is two. One is peace and gathering of affairs, straightening of affairs, their affairs being under control, their mind being sane in this world, and peace and comfort and luxury in the hereafter. So what do you think, who is going to who has the more right to comfort in this world and in the hereafter? The people who submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and take Allah alone as their only ilah, or you people who are associating partners? In kuntum ta'lamun, if you know, tell me if you know. الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, then he is answering the question himself. الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَلَمْ يَلْبِسُوا إِيمَانَهُم. Those people who have brought faith, وَلَمْ يَلْبِسُوا إِيمَانَهُم بِظُلْمٍ, and have not mixed their faith with injustice or dhulm. أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمُ الْأَمْنُ. Those are the ones who deserve peace. وَهُمْ مُهْتَدُونَ, and they are the ones who are on the right path. When the Sahaba heard this ayah, they became really afraid, and they came to the Prophet ﷺ saying that, Ya Rasulullah, who among us can live up to this standard that they would have never admixed, because the general meaning of zulm is sin, that you did injustice to yourself by disobeying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So they said that who among us is such that they have never sinned, that they have no zulm, they have never done zulm upon themselves. The Prophet ﷺ said that you did not understand the ayah right. The meaning of zulm here is zulm in terms of aqidah, zulm in terms of associating partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if one of you considers, in the explanation here in the next ayahs as well, that those people who have pure aqidah, that is, that they do not ascribe any partners to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and under this Hazrat al-Mufassirin have discussed that the people who go to some mazar, some grave of some saint, and think that they can give us some children, or they can fulfill some of our needs, such people are excluded from this, because they have done zulm of aqidah. They have, na'uzu billah, in their action, by their action, although theoretically everyone says, even among the Muslims everyone says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one who can do these things, but by their action they have done zulm, they have done injustice to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by thinking that someone else can do the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone does. So that is something to be really afraid of. So only those people deserve peace in this world and hereafter who have purified their faith and not admixed it with shirk. وَهُمْ مُهْتَدُونَ. Those are the ones who are on the right path. This also tells us that comfort and worldly peace is also a thing that is granted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only to those who bring faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and bring faith in Tawheed. If a person does not have Tawheed forever in their life, they will not find mental comfort. The Urdu word is Dil Jam'i, that Hazrat have translated, that they will never find mental, intellectual comfort. They will not find, intellectually they will never be at peace with themselves, and their things will not be collected if they do not have Tawheed. And those who are the best in Tawheed, fulfilling the rights of Tawheed, the more they do it, the more peace of mind they have. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us that. وَتِلْكَ حُجَّتُنَا آتَيْنَاهَا إِبْرَاهِيمَ عَلَىٰ قَوْمِهِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that this is the hujjat or argument, the decisive argument that we had from our side given to Ibrahim over his nation. So this victory that he had, it was granted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it is Allah who grants the people who are trying to work for him or bring people towards good from his side, things of logic and things of intellect, that they are able to convince people, they are able to talk with people and convince them. نَرْفَعُ دَرَجَاتٍ مَّن نَّشَاءُ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that we raise in status, in ranks, whoever He wants. Inna rabbaka hakimun alim, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the wisest, the all-knowing. In the future ayat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has explained this, that how did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevate Ibrahim alayhi salam in ranks, that he himself was a very respected Nabi. He was that Nabi, one of the very few Anbiya that are well respected in all religions and all people of the world. Similarly, in his progeny, there's a long list of people who were chosen by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be made Anbiya. So this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevated him, by giving him special signs, by giving him special logic and understanding, and by giving him a high respect among all people on the earth, and on the in his progeny. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chosen so many people to become Anbiya. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us a worthy disciple of, a worthy student of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and all his ancestors. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.